Hello and welcome to Kody and Korbin Have a Podcast where two roommates,
and they were roommates
talk about a new movie every week. Except this week we're doing a movie draft and we've got a guest. How you doing, Jake?
Fantastic.
It's a special episode.
Got a bit of a special episode. We're doing a movie draft. All credit to the Big Picture. Also, I think like Lights Camera Pod or something does it as well. They do movie drafts. Basically, the way this is going to work, we've picked some categories that we'll go over in just a second. And then we're going to decide who gets to draft first. And you're trying to make your best team of movies out of those categories. It is a snake draft. And the categories that we're trying to fill are superhero, sequel or remake, an R-rated movie, an Oscar winner. For that, it could be won any Oscar, best costume design or best picture, either one.
Best editing,
literally anything. An animated movie, a bad movie, which has to have a 60% or less on Rotten Tomatoes, a directorial debut, and a movie starring Jennifer Lawrence. So those are our categories. Kody, what do you think of the categories? How you feeling?
I think I got a lot of good categories, not a ton of overlap, which is good. But yeah, basically just for this episode, we're not doing our regularly scheduled programming. So if you like our normal show, don't watch us, basically. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a joke. You're supposed to laugh. You think that was funny, Junior, or what?
Hilarious, Kody. Hilarious.
Jake, you're a man of many words today on a podcast. You're not saying much. What do you think of the movie draft? How are you feeling going into it?
There's some very thin categories and there's some very broad categories.
That is very true. We got some overlap and we got some that have no overlap. So it should be interesting to see.
And I'm definitely going to win.
Okay. At the end of this, we are going to throw a Twitter poll up just with a list of movies and who has the best. All right. Right now, we've got a wheel with all of our names on it a couple times. And I'm going to see his first pick. Here we go.
The weird thing about this draft is you probably don't want the first pick.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. All right. I did get the first pick. Now we're going to
Good job, Korbin.
To see who gets second pick.
Give me second pick.
Hopefully it's me.
You didn't remove yourself. It is Jake.
It is Jake.
All right.
The second pick. Who's going to have the first? This is also a snake draft. So we're going to be looping around. So I will get the first and sixth pick. Kody will get the third and fourth. Jake will get the second and fifth.
So on
and so on and so forth. So I say we just go ahead and jump right into it. Just give me 1 second. All right. So
with the number one overall pick.
With the number one overall pick. I don't know if we even said this. Decade is the 2010s. So these are movies that are made in 2010 to 2019, year of release. Number one pick in the category of Oscar winner. I'm going to be taking directed by David Fincher and written by Aaron Sorkin, The Social Network.
Mark, I'm not speaking in code.
Erica.
You're obsessed with finals clubs. You have finals clubs OCD and you need to see someone about it who will prescribe you some sort of medication. You don't care if the side effects may include blindness.
Final clubs, not finals clubs. And there's a difference between being obsessed and being motivated.
Yes, there is.
Well, you do. That was cryptic, so you do speak in code.
I didn't mean to be cryptic.
I'm just saying I need to do something substantial in order to get the attention of the clubs.
Why?
Because they're exclusive and fun, and they lead to a better life.
Teddy Roosevelt didn't get elected president because he was a member of the Phoenix Club.
He was a member of the Porcellian, and yes, he did.
Well, why don't you just concentrate on being the best you can be?
Did you really just say that?
I was kidding. Although just because something's trite doesn't make it any less
I want to try to be
true.
straightforward with you and tell you that I think you might want to be a little more supportive. If I get in, I will be taking you to the events and the gatherings, and you'll be meeting a lot of people you wouldn't normally get to meet.
You would do that for me?
We're dating.
Okay. Well, I want to try and be straightforward with you and let you know that we're not anymore.
What do you mean?
We're not dating anymore, I'm sorry.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not.
You're breaking up with me?
You are going to introduce me to people I wouldn't normally have the chance to meet. What the What is that supposed to mean?
Wait, settle down.
What is it supposed to mean?
Erica, the reason we're able to sit here and drink right now is because you used to sleep with the door guy.
The door guy. His name is Bobby. I have not slept with the door guy. The door guy is a friend of mine, and he's a perfectly good class of people. And what part of Long Island are you from? Wimbledon?
Wait.
I'm going back to my dorm.
Wait. Is this real?
Yes.
Okay, then wait. I apologize, okay?
I have to go study.
Erica?
Yes.
Predictable.
This movie is easily the best movie of the last decade. Kody doesn't think it's a good pick, but I think I got to take it early. I think it's the one I got to go for. It is definitely my favorite movie from the 2010s and probably one of my favorite movies of all time. I think the acting performance in this movie are absolutely insane. Eisenberg and Andrew Garfield are fantastic. Supporting work from Mara Rooney, Rashida Jones. Just last night at about 2 a.m, I watched the first 10 minutes of the movie, and my God, it's fantastic. This movie won Best Editing, Best Score, and Best
Adapted screenplay.
Best Adapted Screenplay.
I think Garfield wasn't even nominated for Best Supporting Actor either, which is
He was not.
shambles. That's his best performance by far.
It got robbed.
I
Got
agree.
robbed.
I don't know if that's a bad pick. That's definitely not who I would have taken at number one. But
Thank you for not making me feel bad for leaving it on the board, Korbin. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, I definitely thought about it for a second. I was like, do I pick it? I feel like we just have to pick it.
It was gonna get picked eventually.
It's gonna get picked, and I would rather have it on my team than let you guys have it. So,
Fair.
anything else we want to say about the movie? I mean, it kind of speaks for itself.
Did you say Mara Rooney when you said her
Sitting
name?
for like 10 minutes, I feel like.
It's
Mara.
Rooney Mara. You
Oh, Rooney Mara.
Rooney
Sorry.
Mara.
Sorry.
That's actually funny. Got her name backwards.
She's in it, but I think that scene is fantastic work. The first scene of the movie is probably one of the best, and she's amazing in it. So,
it is the best scene in the movie. It's the first scene.
The Social Network off the board. All right, second pick in the draft. What are we thinking, Jake?
I'm gonna go into animated, and I'm going to take Into the Spider-Verse.
You think you're the only people who've got to come here?
Hey, fellas.
Is he in black and white?
Where's that wind coming from? We're in a basement.
Wherever I go, the wind follows. And the wind, it smells like rain.
Hi guys! こんにちは。はじめまして。よろしく。
This could literally not get any weirder.
It can get weirder. I just washed my hands. That's why they're wet. No other reason.
You're
like me. My name is Peter Parker.
My name is Penny Parker.
My name is Peter Porker.
I was bitten by a radioactive spider.
pig.
That's what I would have taken number one. Because it overlaps so much.
Interesting pick. I'm gonna be honest. Not even on my probably not even on my board to get taken. What do you like this
Oh,
movie
you
so
should.
much?
I like Into the Spider-Verse because one, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, and two, animated is one of the categories where I didn't really watch many animated movies in the decade, and that's definitely my favorite. Maybe my favorite animated movie of all time. Well, really well done, really well plot, really good plot. They have some products in the movie. Overall, looked really good. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a top 10 movie of the decade, but based on our draft, I think this is an easy top 2 pick. Like I said before, I think I would have taken this number 1. It overlaps, obviously superhero, but I don't think anybody's gonna pick.
Would
it
you have
back.
taken it in animated, or were you taking it in a different category?
No, I would have taken it in animated.
Okay.
I don't think there's a ton of good animated. It's also, you could use it for directorial debut, I believe.
Yep.
So I think that's just a good pick.
And it was also, it won an Oscar. It won something. I can't remember.
one
what it
best
was.
animated picture, I think.
Yeah. So definitely had some room. Obviously, like you said, superhero movie. I do like this movie. I think it's got a really good cast. Nicolas Cage is in this movie, as well as John Mulaney and Jake Miller. Not Jake Miller, Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson.
Jake
Love
Johnson.
Jake Johnson.
I don't know anybody. He plays Nick Miller. That's the problem. I'm not good with
Jake
names.
Miller.
Today. Okay, so we got 2 back-to-back picks here coming from Kody Webb. What are we taking and in what category?
This is tough. So yeah, obviously I was hoping that Spider-Verse would go by, but it didn't. I had 2 picks prepared anyways, obviously, since I'm back-to-back. First pick is an easy one. I'm going Oscar picture. I'm going the best movie of the decade, Moonlight.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I feel like, especially in the Oscar category,
Shit, okay.
there's not a better picture than that right there. And then, yeah, let's just swiftly move on because that's an obvious pick. I'm going to go directorial debut, which is a very thin category, I think.
I know what you're taking.
And I'm going for Get Out, directed by Jordan Peele.
I'm scared of this, man.
Good to see another brother around here.
Chris was just telling me how he felt much more comfortable with my being here. Get out.
Sorry, man.
Get out! Yo!
Rose, we gotta go.
Is everything okay?
Rose, the keys. Just get the keys.
I don't know where they are.
Rose?
A P and Keel thing.
Key and Peele. Come on.
Peele.
Key and Peele. Yeah.
But yeah, that pick, there's a lot of good directorial debuts in this decade, but I think that's the obvious pick, and I think it's the best pick. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie, but I'm still making it.
That's funny.
Yeah, maybe I should watch it since it's the obvious pick and everything. But yeah, I'd say I got myself.
I disagree. It was number 2 of mine.
I do like I think that is one of the top 5 movies of the last decade, but it is probably not what I was going to take in directorial debut. So
It's
I
not
don't feel terrible about that.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna take. I don't like that movie though. So.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
It could have also fit into R-rated, but
yeah,
good movie for sure. Good choice. Here we go. We're gonna move on
back to Junior.
Junior again with his second pick. What are we taking?
Just 1 second.
No, this dude's unprepared. You got
2
30
Oscars.
seconds
I'm
on
not
tape.
prepared.
You might as well not take that.
Yeah.
If I'm helping strategically thinking here, Junior, take something that has been picked yet. Or do you?
That's some good advice. I think I'm going to go.
You got me making 2 picks right after you, so
no.
think about that. What am I gonna take?
Don't really care.
Respect.
I don't think you guys are gonna pick this, but this is my thinnest category for my sequel remake, and I'm going with True Grit. This is my favorite movie of the decade, and I just watched it a week ago. So it's got Matt Damon, my favorite actor of all time, Jeff Bridges, and a young Haley Steinfeld, directed by the Coen brothers. My favorite Coen brothers movie of all time. Screw No Country. It's okay. Didn't really like it.
What? Don't like No Country for Old Men, bro?
Nope.
Anton Chigurh.
Very interesting pick. Yeah, you're right. We weren't gonna take this, so it's a little odd to pick it this early, but hey, get what you love. We respect we respect people who, succeed at, following their dreams.
I like that pick. I don't think any of my picks you guys are going to take either. So I think it's just a free for all at this point.
Funny thing here is Jake was complaining that this movie was not going to be eligible for any categories. And he did not know it was a remake, or he's just too stupid or something.
I knew it was a remake. I forgot.
All right. So now I got to do something here. And it's almost tougher because I don't know what I want to do because you guys haven't taken that much off the board. All right. I'm going to go, first of all, animated movie. We watched it a couple nights ago here at the house. Zootopia.
Actually, I just remembered I have a pal at the DMV. Flash is the fastest guy in there. You need something done, he's on it.
I hope so. We are really fighting the clock and every minute counts. Wait. They're all sloths? You said this was going to be quick.
Well, are you saying that because he's a sloth, he can't be fast? I thought in Zootopia, anyone could be anything. Flash, 100-yard dash. Buddy, it's nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
Hey, Flash, I'd love you to meet my friend. Darling, I've forgotten your name.
Officer Judy Hobbs, CPD, how are you?
I am doing just
Fine.
as well as I can be. What
Hang in there.
can I do
Well, I was hoping you could run a play.
for you
Well, I was hoping you could.
today?
Yeah, fantastic picture. The bunny, Kody loves her a little too much.
Judy Hobbs.
Judy Hobbs.
She's cool.
We're all fans here
The
in this
best.
house. What's his name? The fox.
Nick.
No, the actor.
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman. I'm a big Jason Bateman fan, all the way Arrested Development on.
Underrated Bateman. Yeah.
Bateman, underrated, great voice acting performance. Also, the rat that's the Godfather. That's some fantastic stuff.
Mouse,
Yeah, sure. The I'm not the rat.
I'm not the rat.
The sloths at the DMV. That's some great comedy. Flash, 100-yard dash.
Yeah.
Some good stuff, and I'm very confident in that pick.
Those were my top 2 animated movies that I had.
It's a good pick.
Yeah, I think animated.
It's a little sparse.
A little sparse.
Yeah.
There's my number 3.
Yeah. So, what do you think of Zootopia, Jake? You a fan?
I am a fan. I'm a big fan. It was my 3rd favorite animated movie of the decade. If you guys would have picked my other 2, I would have picked it. So, the bunny, incredible. One of the best characters of the last decade. Not gonna lie.
The only problem I do have with that movie is it's a little bit of a propaganda.
That's true. Fuck 12.
Fuck meter maids, dude. I
Yeah,
hate those
big
too.
meter maid. This is gonna be an interesting pick, and I think Kody might like this pick a little bit. I'm going bad movie, and I'm going Grown Ups. What do you think of that, Kody?
That was the only movie I had prepared for that category. I don't know how you're picking
That's tough.
Yep, there it is. He's scrambling now. He doesn't know what to do.
I don't know why you picked that movie. That's my movie, bro.
Exactly. I had a very short list for this category.
You haven't even seen
I have
Grown
2.
Up, bro?
I've seen Grown Ups.
I can't believe you took my movie, yeah.
Have you ever seen
Grown
Get
Ups.
Out, Kody?
Yeah, you haven't even seen Get Out.
I don't need to see
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's probably true.
Cody loves Grown Ups, and I did have to kind of take this as a little bit of a grab it.
What does it have? An 11% on Rotten Tomatoes?
It's
It is
very
that
low.
one, yeah. Good research.
But
too.
it's hilarious.
It is funny. Were you gonna pick Grown Ups, Jake?
I was thinking about it when I was looking at the movies last night. I was like, I've seen this movie 4 or 5 times. It's pretty funny, but I got to go with my heart. So
Not historically not a great movie, but definitely a funny one. I mean, it's Adam Sandler doing exactly what Adam Sandler should be doing. Kevin James, David Spade.
I just thought great.
something to throw on when you're having a bad day.
I think this dude's gonna try and screw me over now.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Grown Ups.
It's a good pick. I'm pretty mad about it.
Cody's not happy. Jake, you're back up on the board.
Just ruined my perfect draft, but that's all right.
I'm going with movies starring Jennifer Lawrence.
Good grab here.
I like that.
And I'm going to take Silver Linings Playbook.
We need to talk right now. When you make a serious commitment to somebody, it is not cool to not show up.
Wait a second. I tried to call. Oh my God, what's happening?
this?
I tried to call you, Tiffany.
Really?
Yes.
I told you I was going to split my time with my dad and you, and my dad was pulling me in one direction. Dr. Patel,
Well, that
Ronnie.
sounds great, Pat. That's great for all of them, but all of them didn't make a commitment to me in return for my help. I'm Tiffany, by the way.
What is this craziness with Tiffany
There's
Maxwell?
no craziness. I told you who she was. I was doing this thing with her. We had a conversation.
Nuts. When you started spending time with her, it all fell apart. This is the fucking reason right here.
You think I fucked up all the Eagles juju, don't you?
Ever since he was with you, ever since he
You
was.
think that I'm why today's happened.
That's right. You are why.
I'm the reason why today happened.
I think so.
Let's talk about that.
Be my guest.
The first night that Pat and I met at my sister's, the Eagles beat the 49ers handily 40-26. The second time we got together, we went for a run, and the Phillies beat the Dodgers 7-5 in the NLCS.
She's right, Dad.
The next time we went for a run, the Eagles beat the Falcons 27-14.
Wow.
The third time we got together, we had Raisin Bran in the diner, and the Phillies dominated Tampa Bay in the fourth game of the World Series 10-2.
Oh, wow. Fascinating. Let me think about that. Wait a minute.
Well, why don't you think about when the Eagles beat the Seahawks 14-7?
He was with you?
He was with me. We went for a run.
Really?
There have been no games since Pat and I have been rehearsing every day, and if Pat had been with me like he was supposed to, he wouldn't have gotten in a fight. He wouldn't be in trouble. Maybe the Eagles beat the New York Giants.
Movie with her and Bradley Cooper, and that's all that really needs to be said.
Great movie.
It's very good.
I haven't seen Silver Linings Playbook, to be entirely honest with you, so that's why I wouldn't pick it. Just because I would never pick a movie I haven't seen.
Yeah, it's my pick. I assumed I was gonna wait out Jennifer Lawrence because I assumed that's the first pick, and my third pick I'm going to take the superior movie in the Jennifer Lawrence category, which is
There isn't a superior movie. That's her best movie.
Hunger Games: Catching Fire.
Hunger Games sucks.
Yeah,
Which
you're
one?
right. The first one sucks. The third
Wait,
one
the second
sucks.
one's right. Second, okay.
This is the second one.
They all suck except for the second one. Let's pause this. Let's just talk about Hunger Games for a while. All right, the first one
Trash.
shit. The second one, it's like freaking the Rumble in the Jungle, dude. You get all the winners, you throw them in, and there's a big twist where she gets pulled out with a crane with like the Toy Story 3 edition. Got Philip Seymour Hoffman in his prime. I mean, what is not to love?
Not his best movie either.
I think this could have gone number one if I was in the first spot, just to mix it up, because that's a great movie. Yeah, thoughts on that?
I do like that one. I think the politics of that movie are very interesting, and I like that book series quite a lot. I don't even remember like the third and fourth movies at all. Like I definitely have seen them, but I couldn't tell you anything about them.
They're not good. Yeah.
They're not great. The first one I think is okay, but I do agree the second one is the best in the series, and I think that's a good pick. I think that's a good Jennifer Lawrence pick. I like it. All right. You do have another pick here, Kody. What are we thinking?
Yeah, so just my thought process. I might as well just take animated with my last pick since it's an open spot. Superhero, I don't really think you guys are going to pick mine, so I'm not worried about that. Same with rated R. So I'm going to go to also bad movie. I got stolen, so I'm still regrouping.
Reeling at this point.
I'm going to go to sequel remake, and I'm going to pick Fast 5 as a
that is a very good pick.
That is a good pick.
Right
I don't even think that was on my list.
Yeah, it's probably not. Right at the beginning of the decade, came out, really just revolutionized the whole action genre that we knew from the Fast and Furious. Went from a racing franchise to a heist, and then whatever it is now, I don't even know. Yeah, Fast.
One of my favorite heist movies.
Oh, it's great. Introduction of The Rock really saved the franchise, I think. And it is a little ridiculous, but it's still somewhat believable for Fast and Furious. So yeah, that's my pick.
This is the movie that like spurned like, okay, we're gonna make 5 more of these, and they're gonna be superheroes, and they're gonna do like, this was you are right. It's the last time where it's a little bit believable, but even then, like the very first scene when they're like in the desert and they go off the cliff, and yeah. They're insane, and
physics doesn't exist in the universe.
I do like that movie a lot.
Who wins? Who wins? The Avengers or the Toretto family?
Well, the Avengers aren't a family, so yeah, I'd say they're probably out.
Family is everything. Two really solid picks in the sequel remake category. I like it from both you guys. So we're back to you, Jake. Tough.
Kody, you made 2 picks.
Yeah, it was 2. Fast 5 and Hunger Games: Catching Fire.
Ah, yes, Hunger Games. I think I'm going to go to directorial debut, and I'm taking Ex Machina.
Ooh.
This is my number 1 pick in the directorial debut category. Directed by Alex Garland. One of my favorite Oscar Isaac performances. One of my favorite, not my number 1 favorite, but probably number 2. Very good. Saw it a couple months ago. 5 stars.
I like that pick a lot. Yeah, I think that's a really underrated movie. I don't think that guy's really made.
It's also got a Donald Gleason in it as well.
Yeah, he probably should have gotten nominated. But yeah, I don't know what that guy's been doing since then. I feel like not much, but it's a hell of a directorial debut.
Yeah, it's really solid first movie.
Annihilation, Devs.
Oh, we did Annihilation. I didn't see that. It didn't look very good.
Yeah. All right, pretty good, solid pick. So now I'm back with 2. So I got directorial debut open, R-rated, remake, and superhero open. So, and Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
of course. What do I do here? I think I'm gonna leave Jennifer Lawrence. I got time there.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about that.
No rush.
Not really rush on directorial debut. I think I gotta go, but you're not gonna take my R rated. I'm just gonna follow my heart here. R-rated Parasite. I'm taking probably the big the film major bro in me picking Parasite. But truthfully, this movie is like actually amazing. It lives up to the hype. The story, the acting, the class consciousness, the editing, just the ending of this movie, pretty crazy. You haven't seen Parasite, have you?
No, I have not seen it.
Obviously you
I've
like
seen
Bong
3/4
Joon-ho.
of it.
What?
I've seen 3/4 of it.
You've seen 3/4 of it.
Why didn't you just finish it?
The ending is like pretty good. Obviously we both like Snowpiercer a lot, and it's a really tight performances all across, and it's actually funny too. That I really enjoy it. It's got some good comedy in it. So I'm gonna take Parasite, Best Picture winner as well. Fits into the R-rated category though, and that's where I'm taking it.
Yeah. Snowpiercer, by the way, phenomenal movie. That's in my honorable mention.
It is a phenomenal movie.
Rated R, and yeah, all that movie. If Parasite's anywhere near as good as Snowpiercer, probably deserve Best Picture. But
yeah, it is definitely better, and not as much of an action movie, but still just really great stuff. Okay, so I'm at directorial debut here, and
I think I know what you're gonna take.
I'm down to 2 movies to be entirely.
I think I know what you're gonna take.
First one, obviously, Pitch Perfect, right? Like clear, everyone loves that movie, right? Anna Kendrick, she's great. No, I'm just kidding. That is a directorial debut, though. There's a lot of good
thinking
movies.
about taking this. If you take it,
I
got it down to 2.
Okay, what are they? You can say them. You're the last one.
It's Lady Bird and Nightcrawler.
Yeah,
those are my other 2. Yep.
And are you on the Nightcrawler train, Kody?
No, I don't like that movie.
You don't like that movie.
That's what I was talking about.
See,
you're definitely gonna pick that.
No, here's the thing.
No,
I don't
he
think
won't.
I'm trying to win here, and I think Lady Bird is the more widely liked movie. And I'm gonna take Lady Bird. Greta
I
Gerwig.
wish I could live through something.
Aren't you?
Nope. The only exciting thing about 2002 is that it's a palindrome.
Okay, fine. Well, yours is the worst life of all, so you win.
Oh, so now you're mad?
No, it's
because
just you're
I
being
wanted to
ridiculous
listen to
because you
music?
have a great life.
I'm sorry, I'm not perfect.
No one's asking you to be perfect. Just consider it would do.
I don't even want to go to school in this state anyway. I hate California. I want to go to the East Coast.
Your dad and I will barely be able to afford in-state tuition.
There are loans,
Your brother, your very smart brother, he can't even find a job.
He and Shelley work. They have
They
jobs.
bag at the grocery store. That is not a career, and they went to Berkeley. Your father's company is laying off people right and left. Did you even know that? No, of course you don't, because you don't think about anybody but yourself. An immaculate heart is already a luxury.
Immaculate fart? You wanted that, not me.
Miguel saw someone knifed in front of him at Sac High. Is that what you want? So you're telling me that you want to see somebody knifed right in front of you?
Barely
Right in
saw
front of-
that. I want to go where culture is,
Okay,
like
how
New
in the
York,
world did I raise such a
or at least
snob?
Connecticut or New Hampshire,
Well,
where
you
writers
couldn't
live in the
get
woods.
into those schools anyway.
Mom,
You can't even pass your driver's test.
because you wouldn't let me practice
The way
enough.
that you work, or the way that you don't work, you're not even worth state tuition, Christine.
My name is Ladybird.
Well, actually, it's not, and it's ridiculous.
Call me
because your name
Ladybird
is
like
Christine.
you said you would.
You should just go to City College. With your work ethic, just go to City College and then to jail, and then back to City College, and then maybe you'd learn to pull yourself up and not expect everybody to do everything.
Name of the Father.
Take Lady Bird. Greta Gerwig. Saoirse Ronan's my girl. I love Saoirse Ronan.
Good.
Timothy Chalamet. Lucas Hedges. Beanie Feldstein. Jonah Hill's sister. Yeah, and it's just like a really simple movie, but I love it. Also, there's a priest in the movie that went to Purdue, so shout out to him. And yeah, Lady Bird, Greta Gerwig.
That's a good pick, Korbin. I was thinking about taking that as my Oscar movie. So
there you go. Good grab then. I do like Nightcrawler a lot, but I don't know. I don't think a lot of people like it. So
it's a very good movie. Good Gyllenhaal performance.
Oh yeah. I think Kody hates Jake Gyllenhaal. So
I don't hate him. He's just not that good.
yeah.
Spider-Man Far From Home, worst Spider-Man movie.
Really, that's my superhero pick.
No, it's not.
All right,
Is it my pick?
Jake, your pick. You got one pick here. Do you need to know what you have left, or you got it?
I need superhero R-rated movies and Oscar.
And bad movie.
Yeah.
And bad movie, but
Superheroes have been touched, which is kind of surprising.
What are we thinking, Jake?
this is difficult. There's so many R-rated movies I love.
Yeah.
Definitely. A lot of good ones.
I have 4 Oscar movies on here on my list that I'm torn between. So I'm taking a safe pick for me. I'm going to superhero. And I'm taking Winter Soldier, my favorite MCU movie.
Really? Favorite?
Number 1. It's my favorite MCU movie.
Why?
It's the darkest. Bucky Barnes in his prime.
Sebastian Stan doing
I don't
the
know,
most.
The Winter Soldier is his prime. That's tough.
It's his prime in the MCU.
I don't know. This is definitely my favorite Captain America movie, easily. I think Civil War is kind of stupid, but
you got Peggy's, what is it, her granddaughter or
Sharon?
niece?
I think it's her niece or something.
It's like her great niece.
Making out with Steve. I don't know.
That's kind of
Nick Fury dies in this one, right? Like fake.
He fake dies.
Yeah. All right, this is a pretty decent pick.
Fakes undead.
I think that's a great
I
pick.
definitely was not taking it. Were you going to take that?
No, it's not my favorite, but like technically speaking, it's probably one of the better MCU movies. I don't know why you're hating. You're hating on this and Civil War at the same time. You're starting to create a
Joe
war.
and Anthony Russo, them directing this movie, changed the MCU.
Yeah, you just said you didn't like it.
No, I like this movie. I don't like Civil War that much.
Okay. It's my pick, I believe. Another
Yeah,
back,
you got 2 here.
you'll back to
So
back.
we'll take one and then we'll take a quick break.
I might as well dip my toes in the superhero genre as well. I am between 2. I don't know if I just want to stick MCU because that's what everybody's gonna pick. I feel like that's kind of boring. No, I think I will. My honorable mention is X-Men: Days of Future Past. Actually, a really good movie, super underrated. But my actual pick, I mean, it's got to be Guardians of the Galaxy, dude. That's the.
What happened?
This guy just backed out of a deal on me. There's one thing I hate, it's a man without integrity. Peter Quill, people call me Star-Lord.
You have the bearing of a man of honor.
Well, I wouldn't say that. People say it about me all the time, but it's not something I would ever say about myself.
Straight up, no joke. That's probably top 3 best movies of the decade for me. Unbelievable movie, dude.
So you got Moonlight, Guardians of the Galaxy,
and something else.
Something else are your top 3. Probably Social Network, right?
Yeah, probably. Dude, this movie is so freaking good. It's out of left field from Marvel too. It's not their main superheroes. It's something completely different. I love it. Yeah, obviously the soundtrack is iconic. I mean, just the characters, Star-Lord with his mom, Gamora, like with Thanos. I can talk about this movie for a long time, being honest. That's my favorite superhero movie of the decade. And yeah, that's just what I'm gonna pick.
Yeah, I definitely think it's pretty crazy that like how revolutionary this was for the MCU at the time, because it wasn't like nothing they'd done before. I mean, Iron Man prior to making the movie wasn't like a super popular character, but he was still one of their main characters in the Avengers. These guys, I had no idea who the Guardians of the Galaxy were prior to this, and
I think people who read comics mostly
like
didn't even know who they
yeah,
were.
exactly. Which is James Gunn's doing the same thing with some of these Suicide Squad members in the new Suicide Squad. So I'm definitely excited to see
Yeah,
that.
I didn't even talk about James Gunn. I mean, for him to pull that off is pretty incredible. And he's gotten a big career boost from it. So
Yeah.
I loved this movie when it came out. It hasn't aged that well for me. I don't like it as much now as I did.
That's fair. I think I saw it like
Chris Pratt
4
aged
times
poorly.
in theaters. I think it's the most movie.
Yeah.
That's the most times I've seen a movie in theaters. Yeah, Chris Pratt kind of
Does have Dave Bautista though.
Cody loves Dave Bautista.
I always talk about Dave Bautista.
He wants to put him in what movie was
something.
it? What did we just do?
Oh, The Departed.
He wants David Bautista in the Departed. What do you think, Jake?
His accent would be awful. It'd be worse than Nicholson.
That's what you said. I said
He
don't
could,
do
he
it.
could be the rat. He could be
Oh,
the
he
rat on the window ledge.
Hey, Jake, what do you think about the rat on the window?
Literally the corniest fucking thing I've ever seen in a movie in my entire life.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, we're gonna take a quick break for an ad. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, Cody, what's your pick?
Thank you. We're not redoing that. What do I have left? I need an animated movie. I need a bad movie, and I need an R-rated. And you guys have already picked both in the animated, so I might as well wait for that. Nobody's gonna pick my bad movie, so I'll go straight to R-rated. I got some honorable mentions. I talked about Snowpiercer, also Uncut Gems. I don't know why everyone I talk to hates this movie. The Sandman got absolutely snubbed at the Oscars. Also, just great direction. The sound mixing is maybe a little off. That's its only flaw. Yeah, my pick is The Big Short.
Okay, hi. How are you?
Have a seat.
Okay, Mr. Bennett from Deutsche Bank. What do we have? So how many people have you talked to about this trade?
A few. There's definitely some interest.
Oh, my boss would have my ass.
You know.
Crazy,
That's
Jim?
not gonna
Get
happen.
lost, Fuck you.
Which is why you're here talking to us, a wrong number. Sounds like there's a lot of interest.
All right. A few people have invited us in just to laugh at me on this deal. Is that you? No. Is that what this is?
That's not what this is. That's just how Mark is. Let's see what you got.
I'm sorry.
You smell that? What is that?
What?
What's that smell?
A cologne?
No.
Opportunity.
No. Money.
Oh, okay.
I smell money.
Okay.
Chris. God damn it.
Sorry.
This is your basic mortgage bond. All right? The originals were simple. They were just thousands of AAA mortgages bundled together, guaranteed by the U.S. government. The modern ones are different. They're private, and they're made up of layers of tranches. The highest level AAAs getting paid first, the lowest rated Bs getting paid last, taking on defaults first. Now, obviously, if you're buying Bs, you can make more money, but they're a little risky. Sometimes they fail. Chris? Somewhere along the line, these Bs and double Bs went from a little risky to dog shit. Where's the trash?
Behind you.
I'm talking rock bottom FICO scores. No income verification. Adjustable rates, dog shit. The default rates are already up from 1% to 4%, fellas. And if they rise to 8%, and they will, a lot of these triple Bs are going to 0 too. And that, you're too close, is an opportunity.
Okay, you're saying that at 8% the bonds fail and we are already at 4%?
That's right.
If they go to 8, it's Armageddon.
Yeah, that's right.
How come nobody's talking about this?
You're completely sure of the math.
Look at him. That's my quant.
You're what?
My quantitative. My math specialist. Look at him. You notice anything different about him? Look at his face.
That's pretty racist.
Look at his eyes. I'll give you a hint. His name's Yang. He won a national math competition in China. He doesn't even speak English. Yeah, I'm sure of the math.
Actually, my name's Jiang, and I do speak English. Jared likes to say I don't because he thinks it makes me seem more authentic. And I got second in that national math competition.
So,
Good
Which
pick.
is,
Good pick.
I think one of the forgotten classics of the 2010s. Steve Carell, Christian Bale, Brad Pitt. I mean, what a cast, man. And the story is also great. Obviously, you got like Steve Carell being a little snazzy guy, which is always fun. Got a weird accent. Got the nose going for him. But yeah, I just love this movie.
Ryan Gosling too.
Yeah, I always forget about him.
So underrated.
Yeah, and
Ryan Gosling is so underrated.
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie with the big appearance.
That just ups the
and
movie.
Selena Gomez. She's also
that just ups the roll by like 20 when you just throw in Margot Robbie for no reason.
Marissa Tomei's in there.
So, that's my rated R pick. I think it's a good one.
I think this movie is so unique in its like editing and like the style. Like those scenes with Margot Robbie and Selena Gomez where they like stop, and Anthony Bourdain as well. They stop and like explain something. You're like, oh, hey, I'm a famous actor. Here's what's happening. And the editing and the direction of this is fantastic. What do you think, Jake?
Adam McKay showing off his diversity. Step Brothers. You're not a big fan of Step Brothers, but it's one of my favorite comedies of all time.
I wish Step Brothers was like 2008 and it doesn't have a good Rotten Tomatoes score. If that was like 2010, I think that might have been the first pick, honestly.
Well, you know, depending how this goes, maybe we'll do a 2000s next, you know?
Well, that's my first pick. So.
Okay, fair enough.
I gave my card to
All right. Jake, what are we thinking?
This is difficult. This is very difficult. What do you have left on the board? What categories do you have left on the board?
Superhero, remake, and Jennifer Lawrence.
You're grasping for straws with Jennifer.
You both picked an Oscar movie.
I did with my first pick.
Yep.
I think, yeah.
You picked my number 1 and number 5 choices in my Oscar category.
Moonlight was number 5.
I don't think anything I'm going to take is going to line up with anything you'll take, to be entirely honest. So
I know.
You can literally pick anything here.
These 4 movies that I'm choosing between, I'm very torn. I don't know what I want.
Here, I'll tell you what you should pick.
For what category?
Oscar winner.
Oscar
Obviously,
winner.
Life of Pi. Great. Yeah, that's the one.
Mad Max Fury Road. That movie's crazy.
Yeah, that was the one in my sequel that you guys passed up on.
Tough. Yeah, I still have a pick.
All right.
On the clock.
All right. So of my 4 movies, I have 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
What?
You guys ever seen that movie?
What do you
You guys
pick?
ever seen that movie?
He's giving his choices. 3 Billboards Outside East Ebbing, Missouri.
Okay.
I have not seen it.
Well,
and
obviously, because you just said the title wrong. Okay.
what is it?
3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, not East Ebbing.
Okay, sorry. Ebbing, Missouri.
My favorite Frances McDormand performance, better than Fargo, in my opinion. Won the Oscar for it.
What about Nomadland?
She's about to win her 3rd Oscar.
There you go.
That's a hot take. Probably won't win.
Probably not.
Probably won't win. Carey Mulligan.
We got Manchester by the Sea, Kenneth Lonergan.
Good movie.
Whiplash.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies of the decade.
Cody identified that as a
I
pick.
would probably pick that up.
Or Arrival.
That's what I thought you might pick.
That was my second pick after Moonlight. Dude, great
Amy
movie.
Adams' best performance.
That's my third favorite. You got Grown Ups. What did I say before? Did I say Grown Ups?
No, Grown Ups is not. Guardians of the Galaxy, Moonlight.
Guardians, Moonlight, Arrival. Dude, Arrival is so freaking good. I wish I was in a different category, but oh yeah.
It's probably rated R, isn't it? No, I think it's
No.
All right.
I'm going to take Arrival. Denis Villeneuve. He's about to have Dune come out, which I'm very hyped for. Probably going to be Timothée Chalamet's coming up, if you will,
Zendaya in that too.
into superstardom.
There's a lot of famous people in that movie. What do you like about Arrival?
The lighting is really good. The editing is phenomenal. What?
The lighting.
That's the first thing you think about.
Hey,
Yes.
I do. It's well
The
lit.
lighting
Well
is
done.
really good.
I like the scenes where they're in the spaceship with like the white and
Yes.
yeah, that's some really great
It's
stuff.
such like an enclosed movie, but it doesn't feel like it. Like the whole world's at stake, but she's just trying to talk to an alien.
Yeah.
It's great. I think that's a steal.
The ending.
That's a steal of the
The
draft.
ending.
Yeah.
When
You know,
you realize what the whole movie's doing, the ending is incredible. I think it's one of the best endings of the
Oh yeah,
decade.
the whole time messed up with your head.
Yes.
That's great. Yeah.
Good Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner's second best performance of the decade.
What's his first? Hawkeye?
The Town. 100% The Town.
Nah, he's better than Arrival.
No, he's not.
He's just a psycho in the town.
the other great thing about Arrival is just it's an original story, which is you don't find those a lot anymore, and good original story,
Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah,
Probably good Forrest Whitaker.
movies.
He's the next Nolan, dude.
He's the foreign Nolan, maybe.
Hot take.
Better, probably better. He thinks Christopher Nolan's a better director than Martin Scorsese.
I don't really think that. I think that's just a
That's
fact.
one of the worst takes I've ever heard, Cody.
He's got better movies other than Interstellar.
No, he doesn't.
Scorsese's missed a lot of times. Nolan don't miss.
Interesting.
No one does miss.
Yeah, he missed with
Have
Interstellar.
you seen Tenet?
I actually really like
You
that.
think Tenet's a miss?
I think Tenet's a miss.
No,
I love John David Washington though, and Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson.
we're getting off track on that one.
Whose pick is it?
My pick.
Oh.
I just had a shocking realization that I shouldn't have taken Parasite. And there's another movie that I love a lot more that I should have taken, but it's okay.
What?
Well, he still has it and he might take it. So,
Oh, okay.
So I got superhero, remake, and Jennifer Lawrence left. So we're actually going to take a little back-to-back superhero movies here. So first of all, Jennifer Lawrence, X-Men, Days of Future Past. Ooh. Kody was talking about it earlier. I don't think Jennifer Lawrence liked being in these movies. She hated having to wear the blue suit so much they killed her in Dark Phoenix in like the first 20 minutes. But this is probably my favorite X-Men movie. I love First Class a lot too, but I think this one, the story is so unique and like the way they go back in time and getting to see Logan placed in the 70s with James McAvoy doing a really great job as Professor X, and obviously Michael Fassbender is great as Magneto. I think the X-Men franchise, like, it's crazy because after they made X-Men Origins Wolverine, they made the third X-Men movie and then Origins Wolverine, they were able to actually come back with like some good movies and really make some good movies in the last couple of years. Then they started making some really crappy movies like Dark Phoenix, Apocalypse. I haven't seen New Mutants.
Terrible.
Not great movies. So I think X-Men Days of Future Past is a solid Jennifer Lawrence pick.
Let me chime in there for a second.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I love that movie. Like I said before, I think the difference with that movie base is like a lot on Jennifer Lawrence. I think it's really the only movie she actually commits to. And it's sort of just like the culmination of the X-Men universe. I don't really count anything after that. It's sort of like the end game of the X-Men.
Yeah.
Like you have the old cast, you have the new cast, and then they throw Wolverine in both, which I think is kind of genius. Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, if they had stopped there, things would be so much better.
Oh, yeah.
Funny story. I was looking through Jennifer Lawrence movies and I saw it and I said, that's my Jennifer Lawrence pick. And then when I was making my list, completely forgot about it. So that's a good pick, Korbin. Good job.
So you took Silver Linings Playbook. I mean, Silver Linings Playbook is probably a better movie, but I think this is
It is a very good movie.
Yeah, it's really good.
Now, since I did feel a little bit bad about the idea of taking, two superhero movies in this draft. So for my superhero movie, we're going to go a little bit outside the box.
Uh-oh.
And I'm not taking an MCU movie. I'm not taking a DC movie.
Pick it.
What's up?
Pick it.
I'm taking Chronicle.
Yeah, you just lost the draft, brother.
Hey, quite possibly. I've only seen this movie once, but I love this movie. This movie is so good. It is my favorite superhero movie, period.
What?
I think
found footage, bro.
But it like the idea, the fact it's like an original story, and the commentary it has on like the idea of actually real people getting superpowers and the way that affects you and high school students and Michael B. Jordan. This movie's incredible. And if you haven't seen it, then you are like truly missing out. It's one of those hidden gems, I think, of the last decade. And I really think Chronicle is amazing. So
I think it's a good movie. I just think it's of its time. Doesn't really hold up. I like Dane DeHaan. I like Michael B. Jordan. I also like Josh Trank. But yeah, that's an interesting pick.
Is that what you thought I was going to pick, Jake?
No.
What do you think I was going to pick?
Deadpool.
It's not an MCU movie, but yeah, no. It's still open in the R-rated category for you, Jake. All right, back to you.
I'm not taking it.
You got
R-rated? Have you guys? I'm picking R-rated. Have you guys already picked your R-rated movies?
Yep.
Yeah.
Could you enlighten me and tell me what they are? Because I forget.
Parasite and The Big Short. There's a really obvious one here.
I know, it's my number 2.
Uncut Gems.
Would you take
my top 2?
You didn't take.
What categories do you guys have left open?
I have bad movie and animated.
I just have remake left. Sequel remake.
Okay, well then you're not gonna pick my 2 movies.
No.
So my 2 movies I'm choosing from are Prisoners and Inside Llewyn Davis, which you guys haven't seen.
Oscar Isaac.
But
Oscar Isaac.
It is incredible. It's his best movie. Another Coen Brothers movie.
There's a movie that is being not mentioned right now, and I think it's a travesty. But
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No. It's a personal favorite of mine. We'll get to it. What do you want? Which one do you want?
I think I'm going to go with my heart and not what I think people will vote for.
I like that.
I'm going with Inside Llewyn Davis, directed by the Coen brothers and written by the Coen brothers. It's got great Adam Driver. It's got great Oscar Isaac. It's got good Justin Timberlake. Not his best movie, but he's good in it. And then the girl from Promising Young Woman. What the hell's her name? I'm drawing a blank.
Carey Mulligan.
Carey Mulligan. Who's good in it? She's a big asshole. And there's a cat. And John Goodman. Good cast.
And a guitar too, right?
Yeah. Great folk music.
You know,
The first scene in the movie is also the last scene. Just comes in a big circle, and I love it. My second favorite Coen Brothers movie.
So you've picked 2 movies that you saw for the first time in the last 5 days.
Might be a little recency bias, but I don't care.
Might be a little bit of recency bias. I tried to stay away from movies that, other than Zootopia, that I've seen relatively recently. But all right, Kody.
Back to me. My last 2
Your
picks.
final
right?
2 picks.
Yeah, first, I respect Jake. Corbin's over here, picking the blockbusters, picking the big names. Me and Jake are actually picking,
I took Chronicles.
Yeah, you picked a movie that you haven't even seen, Kody.
Okay. I was defending you, Jake.
Which is a blockbuster.
Also a good movie, supposedly. All right, so I got animated and bad movie left. I know what I'm taking for bad movie, and it's a bomb, so I'm going to save it for the second pick. Animated, you guys took my top 2, which is kind of tough.
There's a really good one that's still available.
I mean, there's a lot of good.
A Best Picture nominated animated movie is still available.
What? Beauty and the Beast?
No.
Yeah.
Even animated.
Well, not the original is animated, but it didn't come out in the 2010s. So.
Yeah, and it was nominated for Best Picture. Get off my ass, June. It's a joke. All right. Okay, so in my head, I'm thinking, you got Toy Story 3. I feel like that's the obvious one. Is that nominated for Best Picture?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't care about the Oscars. That's good. Inside Out is also good. I think Big Hero 6 is sort of the underlier there, but I don't really want to pick another superhero. So I'm going to pick Toy Story 3. I mean, it's iconic. The daycare. What's his name? Lots of Huggins. Great villain for a kids movie, if I'm being honest. Really scary. When I was a kid, that kind of scared the crap out of me, I'm not going to lie. Then the whole fake out where they think they're going to die. It's good. Good solid pick there.
How did you not mention Moana? That's my question.
It's got good music. I don't think the story's the best. Sort of the crap at the end, kind of dumb.
I think it's a great animated movie.
Monsters University.
No.
Or Coco.
I haven't seen that. All right.
Ringo.
Johnny Depp. And then my last
Arse 3.
Haven't seen that either. But,
Incredible Still.
My last pick for my bad movie. I was going to take Grown Ups right before Corbin, took it right out from under me. So you know what? I'm going to do the mature thing. I'm going to take Grown Ups too, which I believe
I saw that coming.
like 0 or 1% on Rotten Tomatoes. But hey, it's still the cast of Grown Ups. When you watch it, you're like, hey, this kind of reminds me of the first one. So that's my pick.
Do you like this movie?
I mean,
how many times have you seen it?
I've seen it twice, probably.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I don't think I've seen the second one.
It's got Shaq, so that's
nice.
That's something the first one doesn't have. Also, they got rid of Rob Schneider, which is probably the worst guy in the first one. But yeah, I mean, does somebody else have bad picks? Jake does.
So it's a bad movie.
I do.
I'll give him some options, maybe.
It's his last pick.
Secret Rifle.
I already know what I'm gonna pick.
Secret Rifle Walter Mitty. I saw that.
That's less than 60%.
Yeah, it was decent. I don't know if I'm gonna pick that for this.
Some people love that movie. It's like their favorite movie.
It's like a Forrest Gump ripoff.
Cult.
Yeah, it is a cult movie.
Also, any Adam Sandler movie, like Go With It, that's decent. Basically anything he's made as well.
Just Go With It is good because you see a lot of ass in it. That's really it.
The only ones I had written down for this category were two superhero movies. Venom and Suicide Squad both have below 60% on Rotten Tomatoes. And then The Last Airbender from M. Night Shyamalan is an awful movie, but I love the Avatar so much. I feel like maybe you could.
Venom's a decent pick. Suicide Squad's terrible.
It's also an Oscar
Sokka
movie. So.
Yeah. You like Sokka, Corbin?
Who's Sokka?
Sokka my nuts.
There it is. Okay. What's going on, my guy? What are we doing? Last pick.
I have 2 movies
Try to
my
beat
bad
Bruno's
movies
too.
category. They're both in the 50% range. You got good movies, you have bad good movies, you have average movies, you have good bad movies, and then you have just bad movies.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 5 categories that a movie can be.
Which of those are you picking?
These are mid, but it's less than 60%.
They're mid, good, bad movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going with Jason Bourne, 58%. Just gets the cutoff. The reason I'm picking it is because, one, Matt Damon is my favorite actor of all time.
Oh my God, it's Jason Bourne.
That's not.
Oh my God, that's Jason Bourne.
That was actually a good one.
And number two, the trilogy was incredible, and it was just nice to see it again. It was just nice to see Jason Bourne on my TV again. That's all.
The only thing I remember about that movie is the punch he had in the trailer. Like he just punched the crap out of some dude. But yeah.
Honorable mention, Kingsman: The Golden Circle.
Wait,
That's
that
a
movie
great
has
movie.
below
51%.
Yeah. I was looking at that, but it's you can't compare it to the first one. That's the thing.
Yeah. Okay. That would have been a good pick. I didn't even know. Yeah, that was in it. Okay, so we're down to my final pick, sequel or remake. I think there's a lot of good ones left on the board. You guys took Fast 5 and True Grit, which weren't even on my radar. I should have been thinking about Fast 5. I'm just gonna throw out some long list ones here. Logan, 21 Jump Street, both the It movies, Little Women. You could go for another superhero movie here. Ragnarok, I think, is a great choice, potentially, even Endgame or Infinity War. Harry Potter, the 7th one, part 2, is a solid movie. Mad Max Fury Road, great choice. Kong Skull Island, honestly, really fun. The Last Jedi is a fantastic movie. Rogue One, Jurassic World. But the movie that I'm going to take is in the John Wick trilogy. Now,
you're not taking Logan, bro?
I don't know which one I'm going to take. I don't know if I'm going to take John Wick 2 or 3. I think
those are a lot of good picks.
I think John Wick 3 is the one I'm going to go with because it has Boban.
Yeah, it has Boban Marjanovic in it.
And I actually do really like he's not just in the movie, he actually does an action
plays a character.
And gets his ass kicked by Keanu Reeves, and I think that's pretty great. I think this is the one that also has dogs in it or something. I don't know. They kind of blur together, but
it's the first one, isn't it?
His dog dies in the first one, yeah. But there's these dogs that kill people and rip them apart. They also all happen in a time span of a week, so they're supposed to blur together. I'm gonna take the third one. I'm excited for the 4th John Wick. I think they're all pretty much equally good. Some of the best action movies. You got Fast 5 and the John Wick franchise, and then Mad Max. Those are the best action movies of the decade. And Keanu Reeves still doing it. 20 years after the Matrix, he's still, a star. He's really awesome stuff. So
I can't believe you just went through all of those picks to pick John Wick 3, dude.
I like that movie. I like that movie a lot.
You got a lot of good options there.
All right. I figure I've got a long list for all of these, so I figure maybe we just talk about a couple. If you guys had any extra picks. So first of all, going back to the rated R conversation, no one picked The Wolf of Wall Street. And
wasn't even on my radar.
Wasn't even, yeah.
I thought Scorsese was so good, dude. Yeah.
I really do love that movie.
What happened to that, Junior?
I love The Wolf.
It's a really great movie.
But I did not pick it, and I kind of might have been a blunder picking Parasite. So
Leo should have won best actor for this and not for The Revenant, in my opinion.
Oh, 100%.
It's not a hot take, but
that I really didn't talk about was Oscar winner. I picked Moonlight right off the bat. Arrival was my number 2. Social Network was my 3. But one I really love is Moneyball. That Jonah Hill performance.
It's a good movie.
Win the Oscar. If that went into any other category, I probably would have picked it. That's one of my
good. Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah, for sure.
Can we talk about the decade that Denis Villeneuve had? Honestly.
What else did he do?
Yeah, he had Arrival, he had Prisoners, Enemy, 2 good Jake Gyllenhaal performances. Now he's got Dune coming up.
He also had Blade Runner 2049, which is
I hate Enemy. I hate that.
Yeah.
Enemy is a terrible movie.
He had a great decade.
Enemy sucks. So
Better decade than Scorsese. That's your damn sure.
The Irish.
Well, Scorsese is pretty old.
Shutter Island.
Yeah, the only good one there is Wolf of Wall Street.
Shutter Island is a good movie.
It's all right.
Also a great Ruffalo and DiCaprio performance.
It's not better than Tenet.
Interesting. Okay.
It is 100% better than Tenet.
Couple other Oscar winners. Dallas Buyers Club, I think is a really good movie.
Thought about that too.
Her, we're gonna do on the podcast here soon. We're gonna do her. Inception. I love that movie as well.
I was looking at that.
Overrated.
Nah, come on. Junior's just a hater of everything good. Bro.
Those were my top. And Django Unchained. I've started to have a bit of a rough feelings towards Quentin Tarantino and kind of taking a look at who he is as a person. I don't know. I didn't want to pick it, but I do like the movie despite all that. There's a ton of great superhero movies. I'm not going to name them all, but we know what they are. Also, directorial debut, Fruitvale Station is fantastic. That movie had me like crying in my bed at 3 a.m.
I thought you were going to take it.
I do like it a lot, but I just think it's good, but I mean, it has its flaws. You still need to watch it though. Definitely watch the movie. And then a lot of good rated R movies. Get Out, Wolf of Wall Street, End of Watch, the movie I love. Spotlight, another great one. Animated, we kind of talked about. And I think we took the 3 best Jennifer Lawrence movies we could have taken.
I really thought you were going to take First Class. I think you liked that one more. I was surprised you took Days of Future Past. Sort of the whole Nazi Magneto thing, I think, is really good.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Fassbender.
American Hustle never even got mentioned.
Yeah, that is kind of tough.
Never seen it, so.
It's a good movie.
Christian Bale.
All right. Do you think you won, Jake?
I mean, I won by my standards. I picked the movies I like.
Let's go through all the picks. So
let's
Jake first.
Yeah, go.
In the superhero category, Winter Soldier.
No, just go through each category.
Okay, superhero. Chronicle, Guardians of the Galaxy, Winter Soldier.
I think there's a clear loser in this category.
And it's Korbin.
Yeah. So I think me and Jake are pretty.
I went with the heart pick there. Everything else, I think I went pretty well on, but I had to pick Chronicle. Sequel remake, John Wick 3, Fast 5, True Grit. Parasite, or R-rated movies, Korbin, Parasite, Kody, The Big Short, Jake, Inside Llewyn Davis.
I think that one's pretty even. I think I won Fast 5, but
Oscar winner, The Social Network for me, Moonlight for Kody, and Arrival for Jake.
Corbin obviously won this category.
No, dude, that's even as fuck, dude. Those are fucking 3 great movies.
Social Network and Moonlight are better
movies.
than Arrival.
No.
But
Moonlight's not better than Arrival. Sorry.
Arrival's better than Social Network.
Animated, Zootopia, me, Toy Story 3, Kody, Into the Spider-Verse, Jake. Jake probably won that.
Yeah, I think I lost that one.
But bad movie, I had Grown Ups 1, Kody had Grown Ups 2. Jake had Jason Bourne. I think I win that category.
Jason fucking Bourne.
I conceded that category.
Directorial debut. Kody definitely won this category. I had Lady Bird. Kody had Get Out. Jake had Ex Machina. Finally, Jennifer Lawrence. I took X-Men Days of Future Past. Kody took Hunger Games Catching Fire. And Jake took Silver Linings Playbook. I'm not going to lie. Kody, you did really well. And I think I misstepped a little bit, and I like your picks honestly a lot.
I do too. I think if I had Grown-Ups, it'd be a clear winner. I bet you I don't win the poll. I bet you do, honestly. I think Jake's also got really good pick of movies. Yeah, I'm just kind of.
Jake has a lot of movies that I feel like people haven't seen. True Grit, people. Inside Llewyn Davis, people haven't seen. Arrival, people haven't seen. Jason Bourne, they might get name recognition. Ex Machina, people haven't seen.
Inside Llewyn Davis, Arrival, Ex Machina, all super underrated. I don't know if a ton of people have seen them, but all really good.
See, I feel like people have seen John Wick 3. People recognize Parasite. They recognize Social Network, Zootopia, Grown Ups, Lady Bird. Chronicle's the only one on my list that I feel like people won't have watched. Your list is a lot of fan favorites as well, though. So,
what do you think, Jake? You think you're gonna win the poll?
I think more people have watched Lady Bird than Ex Machina.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely. One was, yeah. What are you talking about?
Okay, buddy.
I didn't even know what Ex Machina was until like 6 months ago. I watched it over quarantine.
It's a great movie, is what
Kind
it
of a
is.
weird movie.
It is weird, but it's really good.
Yeah. All right. I think this was good. Jake, we'll have you on sometime to actually pick a movie and talk about. Maybe you can talk about one of these movies that you picked in the draft. But that's all I've got for today. Got anything to say before you head out, Jake? Any recommendations? Anything you want to recommend that you've seen beyond what you picked in your draft?
Beyond what I picked in my draft? Well, let's take a look real quick. Let's take about 5 seconds. I'll tell you. I've been seeing some really great movies.
About Letterboxd.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Really?
Just learned about
It's
it.
kind of sad, but yeah.
I didn't put him on the train.
Have you seen Francis Ha? Kody?
What'd you say? Francis Ha?
Have you seen Francis Ha?
What is he saying?
Francis Ha.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Greta Gerwig. No,
I haven't seen it.
Highly recommend The Master. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
It's a Benicio, isn't it? No, I haven't seen it. No, not Benicio.
PTA.
Joaquin, yeah. I get those guys.
Yeah. That's the movie Joaquin should have won his Oscar for. It's very good. Philip Seymour Hoffman as well. If you're a fan of him.
You got any recommendations? Anything you've been watching?
Yeah, actually, the movie Rush. I don't even know if you guys know what this is. It's on Netflix. Chris Hemsworth and Baron Zemo. It's actually really, really good. I was not expecting it. Ron Howard. It's basically just about Formula One guys, and I don't want to spoil it, but it's actually really, really good. One of my favorites. Never only seen it once. You figure like, oh, it's Chris Hemsworth in a racing movie. It's not gonna be that good, but yeah, that's my recommendation this week.
Kody, have you seen Zodiac?
No, I haven't.
You guys should do that movie. Fincher's best.
Fincherman.
Well, maybe you can come on and you can pick that movie.
I doubt they're social.
We'll probably do it sometime over the summer or something. Thanks for your time, Jake. Thanks for waking up long enough to talk to us. You can go back to bed.
Good nap. I won't be able to fall asleep till about 2 o'clock, but it's all right.
We'll post a poll and we'll see who wins.
All righty.
Stay capping.
Peace out.